This week, your party slammed the government for raising taxes, including freezing income tax thresholds. If you don't want voters to be cynical, then level with them. If you win power, will you unfreeze income tax thresholds?
Well, Anushka, look, starting from fundamental principles on this, I do want more people to have more money in their pocket. That's a fundamental principle that we start with. Now, the question is, how do we get to that? And I'm challenged on tax all of the time. The first lever that we want to pull, the first place we will go, is growth in our economy, because that's what's been missing for 14 years. Without growth, we won't have the money to run our public services, to provide what is desperately needed. So that's why we've put all of our focus on growth and on the economy. Now, where we are going to make adjustments to tax, we've been really clear about what that looks like. So we've said what we're going to do with VAT on private schools, the non-dom status, the loopholes that we have. So where we are making adjustments, we've been very, very clear about it. As Pat McFadden said this morning on the media, any tax cuts have to be fair and affordable, and we have to be realistic about that. But I think the place to go is to growth.
Income tax. You're attacking the Tories for frozen income tax thresholds, but saying Labour will not set out any changes to personal taxes until we see economic growth. Is that correct? And if so, what level of growth are we talking?
What I've said, Chloe, is that I think that before we get to the question of tax, we've got to grow the economy. And I know that that may be slightly different to what some Labour leaders have said in the past, that we've gone traditionally to spend or tax. I think we've got to grow the economy, and it's got to be measured in living standards across the country. I'm not going to put a percentage on that. We desperately need to turn this situation around, because the economy has been flat for 14 years. That means people's wages have not risen significantly for 14 years, and everybody is feeling the pinch on the cost of living crisis. So before we even get to the question of tax, we've got to deal with the economy. Now, that's not to say there won't be changes to tax, but where there are to be changes for tax, we'll set them out as we have done in the examples I gave earlier. Obviously, we've got at least another fiscal event before the election. We need to see what the situation is there. But in principle, I do want to see lower taxes on working people. I want people to have more money in their pocket. But the first lever that we will pull is the growth lever,